The Yorkshire Coastcast with Paddy. The people, the places. This is The Coast.
Hello and welcome to episode 26 of the Yorkshire Coastcast. I'm Paddy Bridlington. And can I just start by saying Merry Christmas? Yeah, I know it's August, but honestly, Christmas is coming to Bridlington.
The Yorkshire Coastcast with Paddy.
This is The Coast.
Yes, Wednesday the 6th of August, it's officially BRIDMAS. And we're going to be finding out all about a day of fun and festive events. And also, and this is a big question, why celebrate Christmas on the 6th of August in Bridlington? There's a very good answer to that question. We'll be speaking to Mark Lonsdale, the General Manager of Bridlington Spa, in just a few moments. Also, the Swim Safe sessions are back in Scarborough's North Bay over the next week and a half. And these are so important. In fact, around 9,000 children have learned vital sea safety skills over the years. And this has all come about through the legacy of Andrew McGeown, a man who tragically lost his life in Scarborough South Bay trying to save his dog. But what the family have done since has been nothing short of incredible. And as Scarborough prepares to celebrate 400 years as a seaside resort, Britain's first, we're speaking to Lee Threadgold from Animated Objects. They would love your votes in choosing the logo for the anniversary after hundreds of children submitted their designs in a competition. All coming up on episode 26 of the Yorkshire Coastcast, available wherever you get your podcasts from, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Podcasts, and always at thisisthecoast.co.uk/podcasts. Right, Mark Lonsdale, General Manager of Bridlington Spa. Happy Bridmas, Mark.
Merry Bridmas.
Merry Bridmas, love it. I mean, just looking at some of the stuff that's happening for Bridmas this year, I mean, really, the whole of Bridlington is turning Christmassy, isn't it, on Wednesday?
They are, and this is a really important message because I think a lot of people will wonder why on earth we are celebrating Christmas in August in the height of summer. And the message is really simple for us as a seaside town. Why not promote what we have at Christmas at the busiest time of the year for us? Because we want to tell people we're not just a summer seaside town. We've got things going on 365 days a year. So the best way to do that is to tell people when we've got the most people in town.
So it's not just you loving Christmas so much that you just want to celebrate it in the middle of summer.
Well, I do love Christmas, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, this is a really important message that, you know, it's not just a summer destination. We've got things going on in Bridlington all year round. And the way to do that is to showcase and bring Christmas in the height of summer, which is why we have BRIDMAS.
So tell us what is going on, because I know there's a big long list of stuff. So talk us through what people can expect on Wednesday.
Yeah, we have a lot of things going on in Bridlington on Wednesday for BRIDMAS. The entire town has got behind this. It's not just a few areas. So we've got on the South Beach, we have a Coastal Voices community choir performing throughout the day with Christmas carols and Christmas songs. We've got the Driffield Brass Band coming and performing throughout the day. Families can come and meet with Santa. We've got a Grinch, we have face painting, there's also a fire breather on South Beach and stilt walkers, and then we've also got a Christmas crafts fair down there as well. So on the land next to the RNLI, we have those performers as well as on the beach. On the other side of the RNLI, we've obviously got This Is The Coast Radio, and Darren Leatham, one of your presenters, is going to be down there all day, and that will be a really fun thing to have as part of BRIDMAS for this year, because it will allow us to signpost people throughout the day with everything we've got going on through the town, but also lots of activities on the This Is The Coast stage with Darren Leatham, because we'll be doing games and giveaways throughout the day, so you can win pantomime tickets to Winter Woodland at Sewerby Hall, there's tickets to East Riding Leisure Bridlington, so lots going on down there, along with our active communities on the South Beach as well. They've got some Christmas themed games running between 10 and 12 and 1 and 3. They include Dodge the Baubles, Battle of the Christmas Crackers, Reindeer Buckaroo, The Grinch Stole Christmas, Elf Retreat, Flying Reindeers and Falling Snowflakes. So there is a lot going on down at South Beach and that area. And we've also got Learn to Ride sessions as well. Also, we've got the land train being converted into the Santa Express to promote the Santa Express that we have in December this year. And then Bridlington Spa, we have got a free screening of Home Alone in the theatre. We've already booked out over half the tickets for that. So we've got 700 tickets. That will be fully booked by Wednesday. So I do urge people, if they want to come to that free screening on Wednesday afternoon, to pre-book, because we can't guarantee that there'll be tickets available.
That's amazing, that.
Yes, it is amazing. And we had Elf last year, the movie, and again, that was a fully booked screening. It's really hard for me not to say sellout, because it's a sellout, but the tickets are free, so it's fully booked. So yeah, get that in. Then we've got down on King Street, big shout out to all of the traders on King Street. They've really got behind this campaign. So they've got a Christmas themed market on Wednesday, because Wednesday's market day in Bridlington. So they've really got behind that. We've got a sleigh and elves down there as well, along with an ice sculpture, promoting the ice sculpture trail, which is coming in November. And then we've also got in the evening on King Street a food festival with Christmas themed festivities and food down there as well. So huge thank you to Angela and everybody on King Street, because it means that we've got this throughput in the town centre of Christmas activity. East Riding Leisure Bridlington, we've got meet and greet with Santa and Christmas themed soft play for children to enjoy, and that takes place at 2 p.m. Super Hall and Gardens, we're encouraging visitors to wear their Christmas jumpers. They're going to be decorating the dining room with Christmas trimmings, and Mr. Bubbles, the Christmas magic show, will be taking place at 11 and 12:30 in the Orangery, as well as a giant bubble display with Mr. Bubbles at 2 p.m, weather permitting. But the forecast looks relatively sunny and warm on Wednesday, which is fantastic. And they've also got face painting, as well as Rustica's a snowflakes performance, and also promoting their winter woodland, which is coming this Christmas also at Sowerby Hall. So yeah, lots going on, Paddy, throughout the day.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And Darren, I know, he's very much looking forward to it. He's threatening, to wear his Christmas jumper. He says unless it's too warm. If it's too warm, he might not. But if the weather's all right, he's going to stick his Christmas jumper on, which I says, fine. He might get a few funny looks when he's on his way into Bridlington for that.
Well, I think, if it's that warm, then it should be a Christmas T-shirt. I mean, you've also, the one thing I haven't mentioned, and that they will be in full costume, is we've got Joe Standerline with us all day, and Joe is the dame in the pantomime at Bridlington Spa this year, which is Dick Whittington starring Tommy Coyle. So Joe Standerline is going to be in full costume, bless him, on Wednesday. So, I'm sure Darren can wear a Christmas jumper.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And Coast Crew Nicky will be there with Rover Reporter, our mascot dog, and he's got his brand new I've Met Rover stickers, which, when I ordered them, I didn't realise they were going to be quite as big as they are, but the kids absolutely love them. They're the biggest stickers you've ever seen, so you'll have to grab one of those. But we'll have to stick a Christmas hat on Rover, I think. But yeah, they'll be roaming around town and maybe doing some radio bits as well from some of the other areas away from the stage where Darren is going to be based for much of the day. But it does sound fantastic. And I bet every year you do get a few funny looks from some of the holiday makers on the South Beach, sort of checking their calendars thinking, what time of year is it?
Completely. And Christmas is a really divisive time of the year when you're doing it in summer. So I think it's a Marmite campaign. People actually really love it, or they're just like you say, thinking, what on earth is going on? Christmas in August. But the message is we're a 365-day destination, and so the best time to promote what we've got in our quieter periods is when it's at its busiest. And the This Is the Coast Roadshow stage, that is going to be next to the RNLI station, right by the beach. It's going to be wonderful. And stuff is happening throughout the day, isn't it? Just give us some of the timings. Yep. So BRIDMAS kicks off around 9 a.m. on Wednesday morning, and we'll be going right through till 3-4 o'clock. So if you are in Bridlington or the close by to the area, come down for the day and just enjoy. And it's fantastic. We've got This Is the Coast Roadshow down at South Beach as well, because there will be a hive of activity there. And then from there, it goes right through the town, all the way up to Sowerby Hall and Gardens, as well as activity down at the Edge Aerial Adventure at Southcliffe Holiday Park. Nice one. Thanks so much for your time. Hope it's a great day. And like you said before, Merry BRIDMAS to you. Indeed. Merry BRIDMAS, Paddy. I think we need to play this. Christmas on the coast. Merry Christmas. This is the coast.
Coast.
Well, it sounds loads of fun, doesn't it? And there's a great reason behind it. You know, just telling the world that basically Bridlington is there 365 days a year and there's always lots to do and lots to enjoy. Hope that goes really, really well. And we're so excited as a radio station to be involved this year. It's going to be brilliant. Now, starting on Monday, the 4th of August, the Swim Safe sessions are back, organised by the Andrew McGeown Legacy Fund. And Donna Loveland is the chair of the Andrew McGeown Legacy Fund. Her brother Andrew very tragically died trying to save his dog in Scarborough, South Bay, a number of years ago. So, Donna, welcome to the Yorkshire Coastcast, episode 26. Tell us more about these sessions, what they're all about and when they are.
So, from Monday, the 4th, we're running the sessions from North Bay, near the Lifeguard Centre. And the sessions run daily from 11 till 3 on the hour. And they're free for kids to attend that can swim 25 metres and are aged between 7 and 14 years.
That's amazing that it's free.
Yeah, well, it's free because as part of the Andrew McGeown Legacy Fund, we fundraise all year, and also we're lucky enough that people support us, like local swimming clubs, local companies. So we do get funds donated as well to enable us to put it on for free.
But that is really important, isn't it? Because it means that everyone has the opportunity to get these skills, not just people who can afford to get the skills.
Yeah, it is, because obviously in a town like Scarborough, you have areas where there is children that can't afford as much as some of the others. So it just means that everybody can get involved, and 25 metres at the end of the day is only one length of a swimming pool. So it's not actually really that far, but everyone's benefiting from the skills that the children can learn. Yeah,
and just tell us about some of the skills that they can learn.
So they learn a lot of skills. They learn about the beach environment, what all the flags mean, who the lifeguards are. They learn what to do if they saw somebody that was in danger or they saw something that wasn't quite right. They learn who to call, because that's one of the main things that we've realised, that a lot of people don't know who to ask for when they're in the emergency services. And as well, they learn how to survive if they got into danger, what to do, how to stay calm, how to float. But we kind of make it fun, so it's not like serious, so that if something did happen, then, you know, they're thinking about things and it may save their life one day.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a number of years now, hasn't it, since we lost Andrew? And if you can just take us back to that particular incident, he was trying to rescue his dog in Scarborough, South Bay. Is that right?
Yeah, it's actually been 10 years this year. So it was February, and obviously, so the weather wasn't particularly great, and Andrew had taken his dog for a walk near the spa area, and the dog wasn't on the lead, and the dog had gone into the water. So Andrew panicked and obviously went in to try and rescue his dog. The dog can survive a lot better than a human can, and the dog did get out. But unfortunately, there was a major owl and eye rescue, and Andrew didn't survive the event.
And of course, that has fueled you, hasn't it, over all these last 10 years to give local people the skills to, you know, to be able to be safe around the waters. And a lot of people do enjoy the waters here on the Yorkshire Coast, especially at this time of year.
We just wanted to do something that would make an impact on the loss of Andrew. And to be honest, Swim Safe has created a massive, everybody seems to know what it is. Everybody's quite grateful when, you know, we're running the sessions and we do it. And we've educated probably just short of 9,000 kids in the time that we've been running the sessions. So out of a tragedy, I feel like he's left a massive legacy. Yeah,
100%, yeah. And you do hear stories, don't you, of you know, children who maybe do need to be rescued, but that, you know, they know what to do. You know, the float to live, for example. You know, it's happened with some adults around here as well. You know, Michael Whiteley was one of those who was rescued by the Iron Alliance, Scarborough, South Bay, just doing some you know, swimming, and found himself in difficulty, but remembered what to do. You know, not to panic and stuff. So, you know, these skills, you don't want to ever have to use them, but you know, maybe one day you'll need to, and if you know what to do, it can be the difference.
It can, and the thing is that most kids learn to swim in a swimming pool, which is a completely different environment. And because we're doing it from the beach, obviously the water's colder, there's all the elements that are completely different. So the kids are actually, the skills that they're learning and how we do it, it's major life skills. It's things that they'll never pick up when they're swimming in a pool.
How can people get involved then if they want to?
So, as I've said, from Monday until the following Wednesday, the 13th, we'll be down at North Bay. And if people want to come, they can either just come down to the site and I'll be able to book them on, because we've still got a lot of places that are spare on the sessions, or they can go online and book a session that suits them at swimsafe.org.uk. Or they can contact us on the Andrew McGeown Legacy Fund Facebook page. But like I say, there's a lot of spaces available and I'd like to fill as many as possible. So just if your kids can swim, get them involved.
All right. Thanks so much for your time. Well done again, and hope lots of people take you up on that offer.
Yeah, I do. Thanks, Paddy.
The Yorkshire Coastcast with Paddy. This is The Coast.
Big thanks to Donna Loveland. It is absolutely fantastic what they do, organising those swim safe sessions. So if you have got children and they can swim 25 metres, then why not get them involved in that? It is free and they will be taught some really vital and maybe very, very valuable skills about safety in and around the sea here on the Yorkshire coast. Right, next up, let's speak to Lee Threadgold from Animated Objects. Scarborough is celebrating its 400th anniversary of being a seaside resort in 2026. Britain's first seaside resort, of course. We like to show off about that. And Lee, you've been running a competition recently. Tell us all about it.
So next year, in 2026, is a very exciting time for Scarborough because it will be the 400th anniversary since spa waters were first discovered in the town, which makes it one of the oldest seaside resorts in the UK, which is a massive cause for celebration. As part of that, we've been running a young person's design competition to come up with a logo to help celebrate that important year. And we invited more than 3,500 young people to put entries in. More than 800 of them sent some fantastic drawings back. And then we've been through 3 rounds of judging to get it down to 10 finalists. And what we're inviting the public to do is to vote for their favourite across the course of August. So there are 10 shortlisted designs. You can find a voting point with all of those designs on in either Scarborough Library on Vernon Road, Newby and Scorby Library, Eastfield Library, Gallows Close Centre, the Market Hall, or down at Farrar's Bar at the spa itself. It's very simple. Pop in, have a look at the designs, choose your favourite, and then fill in a voting slip. Or you can send us an email with your name and your postcode to animatedobjects@mac.com.
Great. Now, 800 entries, that's amazing. How hard was it to narrow them down then? I imagine all but impossible.
Oh, it was a really tough decision. We went through 3 rounds of judging panels. There's some spectacular designs, and sadly, they couldn't all make it into a manageable list for the public to vote upon. But the 10 shortlisted finalists are absolutely thrilled. We saw them just before the end of the school term. The voting is going to be open until the 26th of August, and then we'll do the count up, and we will let the kids know, obviously, the winning designer before we then release it to the public in September to let them know which one has been chosen.
And how will the image be used for the 400th anniversary celebrations?
We've got all sorts of plans. You know, as we like to go big when doing something at Animated Objects, it will be used at different events throughout the course of the year. We'll certainly be making some flags with it. If we get the chance, we might have a go at doing a giant sand art of it as well. So it will be a design that people become very familiar with. And we're wanting to get the word out there that this big anniversary is coming up as well.
Yeah, it is a massive thing to celebrate, isn't it? Because, 400 years as a seaside resort is incredible.
Yes, and Scarborough, of course, is a real trailblazer. It was one of the first in the UK. It's something that really we should be making a big deal about. And I know there are lots of other organisations that are working on plans for next year as well. And as we all find out about our funding situations and what plans are going on for next year, I'm sure ourselves and lots of other organisations as well are going to be letting the public know what's coming up.
And how important was it to get the community and school children in particular involved in this project?
I think it's absolutely vital to any project that celebrates the identity and that celebrates the heritage of a town. It's absolutely intrinsic that the public need to be involved there, because it's about celebrating where we all live, and we all have an opinion on how things are in the place where we live. And one of the things we've been asking people when they vote as well, both in person or on the email, is if there's something you really love about Scarborough, just jot that down along with your vote as well, because it's really interesting to find out the different things that people love about our lovely little town here on the coast.
Lee, thank you so much. Lee Threadgold there from Animated Objects.
The Yorkshire Coastcast. Loving life in Yorkshire. The people, the places. This is The Coast.
Now, let's have a look at some of the events on up and down the Yorkshire coast in the next week or so. The Ladies in Pink annual summer gala is happening on Sunday the 3rd of August. A great family fun day out, including stalls, dancers, singers' games, and a sponsored all-male nutcracker dance, plus much more. So that is on at Caton Playing Fields between 11 in the morning and 7 at night on Sunday. And there is going to be the Ballet Boys performing at the Summer Gala, and that'll be at 3 o'clock, raising money for testicular cancer research. Well done to all of them who are getting involved in that. Amazing. If you listen to this before Saturday lunchtime on the 2nd of August, well, I will be broadcasting my Saturday lunchtime show live from North Yorkshire Water Park this weekend. Coast crew Nikki and Rover reporter and mascot dog will be in attendance as well. I'll be checking out the new camping pods. They've just been installed. There's always something new every time I go. And also all the activities that you can do on the water, like at the aqua parks, the Wipeout and Warrior and the new Unicorn Splash Park. There's loads of activities on dry land as well. The zip line, the adventure wood with the archery and the axe throwing, and also the laser quest that they've got there, the laser tag stuff. They've got the escape rooms, the puzzle rooms, there's kayaking, paddleboarding. The list is endless. The wakeboarding, it just goes on and on and on. So why not come along and see us? We'll be broadcasting live lakeside on Saturday, 2nd of August between midday and 2. Really, really looking forward to that. Also this weekend, there's a Dippy Craft Fair at Whitby Pavilion, Saturday and Sunday, over 50 stalls. The Drifters are at Brid Spa at 7:30 on Saturday night. A brand new lineup performing the classic hits that put a smile on your face. Shout out to the 60s is at the YMCA in Scarborough on Saturday night at 7:30. And Alex Voicey, Best of the Blues at the Kirk Theatre in Pickering, Saturday night at 7:30. There's a farmers and craft market at Fylingdales Village Hall, 9:30am Sunday. And there's also a craft and cake event on at the Sneinton Village Hall at 10:30 on Sunday. The Scarborough Spa Orchestra are back as well, including the Teddy Bears Picnic on Sunday. And there's a couple of bandstand concerts, one in Filey on the Crescent Gardens and one in Peazone Park in Scarborough. And then looking ahead, the Naval Battles are back at Peazone Park on Monday the 4th and Thursday the 7th. 2:30 is when the music starts and the battle commences at 3. The Spice Girls Experience are at Bridlington Spa Tuesday at 7:30. And Little Shop of Horrors is back at the YMCA on Tuesday and Wednesday at 7:30. It's the YMCA's own production. We know about BRIDMAS. That is happening all throughout Wednesday in Bridlington. Lots of fun and festive events and attractions, including a screening of Home Alone at the Bridlington Spa. And we've got the Magic Mike Summer Show at Scarborough Spa Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock. Muddles live by the seaside at Brid Spa Thursday at 1. Expect silliness, laughter and lots of audience participation as Muddles enjoys his summer holidays in Bridlington. And we've got the Seaside Summer Show at the YMCA in Scarborough on Thursday of next week, the 7th of August, at 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock. A mix of magic, circus and laughter for all the family. Well, thanks for listening to episode 26 of the Yorkshire Coastcast. I'm off for a little bit, so there won't be an episode next week, but there will be the following week when I'm back. Thanks for listening. Oh, and remember, Merry BRIDMAS.
The Yorkshire Coastcast with Paddy.
This is the